Hey guys, this is Austin Doctor. I know I wasn't going to do another crazy and serious theory video, but for some reason I had a really crazy theory that could possibly work out, and some other theories of how everything's going to end. But let's start off with the funny kind of, how do I think Darling in the Franxx is going to end? Obviously, it's going to end with 0-2 and Hiro. Now, my personal opinion, anyone that's going to die is going to be outside of Squad 13. It seems that they are protecting Squad 13 because there's multiple times they should have been dead, and they weren't. And that's kind of a little laugh in the face because people have been saying death flags a lot about Darling in the Franxx, and that's the writers and directors' way of saying, yeah, you don't know. Just calm down. Let us do our job. And personally, I think it's setting up for the 9 Alpha to have a redemption by dying by protecting someone. Now, crazy yet funny theory, I feel they're going to forget 0-2's body on Earth while they go to Mars. For some reason, something tells me that it's going to be inconsistent maybe with that, but who knows, I have hope on that one. But that would be funny, I'm not going to lie, they go all the way to Mars. Hey, where's 0-2? Oh, yeah. You know the main reason why we're going up here? Yeah, forgot her body. That's awkward. Now, going to like episode 23, what do I think is going to happen? See, there's multiple things. I feel we might learn more about Nana and Hachi while the kids are taking the Colossaur spaceship to Mars to save 0-2. And this way we start to learn more about their past, Nana and Hachi, because we have been given glimpses, and I feel going back to the last episode, them seeing these dead bodies, and when I say dead bodies, I mean it because all the adults are gone. If you don't remember on episode 20, they've taken all the adult souls. So if they are adults, they're not alive, because to be alive, you know, you kind of need this energy to be alive in this universe. But anyways, now going on to like Naomi, because this is subject that keeps getting beaten to death and I'm tired of it. So allow me to give my explanation of, do I think she's dead or alive? Personally, at first, I thought she was alive. I'm like, oh my god, they're going to go ruin it. Then I realized what they actually did. It was beautiful. So let me grab these photos for you. We see all the memories have been stored and archived, which is a bit questionable. Then we see cast your bodies aside and take your minds to the internal paradise. Now that it all ties to the void. Now with the void, I want to talk about that for a bit. What is the void, Austin? Well, as we know, I can't speak for everyone that is an atheist, and the thing is with being an atheist, it's very mixed. That's just like any religion. I don't really like talking about religion on this channel, because I don't want that to be based of what I'm doing. But going with the stuff and the knowledge I've known and people that are atheists, and going with, you know, like the Chinese belief of where they go, the bad people go when they die, or when people die in general, is the void, nothingness. There's nothing after. And Dr. Franxx was an atheist, as we've learned. And I feel more or less, because the message that we've saw that Nana has been told from Hachi, that to take care of the kids, basically be the adults for these children, and I feel people have mistook that actually completely, because one, as I said in my previous video, if they were alive, why didn't they wake them? Why didn't we see them in the med bay after, especially when Nana was going to the med bay to comfort that girl? And why did she comfort that girl remembering that message? And it's just, it leads me to believe, especially the internal paradise thing, it kind of is like, hey, they're dead. And do I think that's Naomi's body? Yes. What's your support on that, Austin? Well, let me grab a couple photos. Notice how we don't see any arms or legs, actually. And I know people can argue, oh, her head's just too big. Don't say that about Nana. But in all reality, we would at least see some kind of like outline, but we don't. And that kind of makes me believe, because we didn't see the full body. And going with arms, yes, we did see like arms, but what is left of the arms? We only saw the upper body of Naomi. And if Naomi's even in there, because Nana isn't in the right state of mind. And that's why I'm like, is she having flashbacks because of what's happening? She's going back to what she was when she got their mind wiped, and it brings up all these weird things of what's going on. And why do I think they're dead? Well, using Naomi as the prime example, bringing back Naomi serves no purpose but to create a paradox in storytelling. And I know people are very pissed off with me saying that a lot, but she serves no purpose, as I said. And why would they have someone that literally set up Zero Two's and Hiro's relationship dead? Like they're dead and to come back, and it just, there's a lot of questions. And I thought originally, yes, they could be. This is another theory, breaking off this theory into another theory. So wait a little bit here. I originally thought maybe, hey, those could be like the original DNA kind of stuff for the clones. But the more I thought about it, kind of picked myself apart about it, which is a very good thing to do, by the way, guys. So don't, as I said, don't take my theories as gospel. Come up with your own theories. That's what I like to hear. And after you come up with those theories, do come up with like supporting evidence, because it is a very fun thing to do. I'm not going to lie. But going back to all this stuff, why would that be there? And my answer is that is Dr. Franxx's sins. That's the void of what he did bad, and he will show Hachi and Nana what not to do. And people are like, wait, Austin, what are you talking about? That's not his. Yes, it is. That is his experiment. And what does that, how do you know this, Austin? Well, let me bring a couple of photos up for you. We've seen previous squads gone through stuff, especially, Nana and Hachi's, and pay attention to the glasses guy. Isn't it weird that the guy that's below the blue hair almost looks identical to him? We've gotten well, not full-on confirmation, but more of what happened to them. And Austin, why didn't Hachi and Nana not recognize it right away? Well, as you know, they got their mind wiped. Everyone gets their mind wiped when they become adults, to forget what they did and to have a new purpose. That's what, APE did a lot to the kids, to keep them under control. And it's interesting to see how they're all adding this up. And as we saw in episode, what was it, before the wedding, I think it was 17, we saw that flashback quickly of Nana with her partner. Then we saw episode 18, another flashback, and it seems they're setting up for this big story reveal of what happened. And this was for the purpose of confirming that Naomi is dead, and that basically explaining what happened to them. What purpose did Nana and Hachi's entire squad serve? And it's very, very interesting, because Dr. Franxx is this character that, as we know, he does not care about anyone. He cares about his studies. He cares about perfecting everything. And Just Nerds actually put it pretty well in one of his new videos. I'm pretty sure some of you actually have watched that. I agree with a lot of his stuff, but going on to the biggest theory that I have came up with, and I think it's kind of stupid, but it's kind of interesting at the same time, because the more you think about it on it, you're like, whoa, that kind of makes sense. So now prepare yourself, okay? Prepare yourself. What if Dr. Franxx actually set up everything with Zero Two and Hiro, especially with Naomi? And why do you say that? What's your supporting evidence right away, Austin? Well, think about this. What was Hiro's code? 016, Naomi 703, and to contrast that, Mitsuru is 326 while Kokoru is 556, which is one of those big numbers. But continuing on with the rest of this squad, Miku is 390, Zerome is 666, Ichigo is 015, Goro is 056, Futoshi is 214, Ikuno is 196. Now, the big gap between Naomi and Hiro compared to the rest of the squad is outrageous. And it seems that Dr. Franxx set it up on purpose for Naomi to die. And why do I think that? Well, the difference, and that, look at the rest of the squad. Dr. Franxx didn't decide that squad. Yes, he did. That's his squad. That's his test group. We've heard multiple times. What else do you need? I mean, come on. But thinking about it, he set up Naomi to die to kind of push Hiro out of this state, to kind of accept anything that's coming his way, to appreciate it. Because Dr. Franxx understands how the parasites work and how human emotion works, because he's studied this stuff, especially for his own self-pleasure. And going on to, like, 02, he brought 02 to Plantation 13, knowing that Hiro's there and knowing about his mind being wiped. And he let them ride together. He encouraged it at points. And it kind of was this catalyst when they finally got together and rode more and more, that his experiment was going the way he really wanted to. And he isn't a very upfront person with these stuff, because he, at the end, before he died, he did tell Zero Two, I don't know, and he purposely seems that he set up everything the way he did. And that's why, aka Naomi, is in the void of his despair of what he did, what was wrong. He has that room to show Nana and Hachi what not to do. And it's kind of sad, on the Wikipedia page they have Naomi alive in a coma. Don't trust the wiki, guys. Never trust the wiki. The sad part is, I can go on there and edit that as, Zero Two and Ikano are in a relationship. That's what I'm trying to get at. But more or less, that crazy theory with Dr. Franxx setting this all up for his own self-pleasure kind of seems more real as the time goes on, and we kind of look back at everything. And it's been subtle details that have been given to us about this, and it's kind of creepy thinking about it, because you kind of start to see, like, whoa, did he actually do this? This is his entire purpose, to see a path work? And it's very interesting, because as Just Nerds actually said it, he used people as pawns. He didn't care. He wanted to get what he wanted to. He wanted to be a Cloxosaur to pilot with the princess. So, it kind of leads to believe, did he just set up all this just to meet the princess once more and to go pilot with her? And it all failed at the end, nonetheless. And it's very interesting to see how it all plays out, especially with the rest of the season. And my last theory with the season 2, I know people get very annoyed with this, but I'm going to tell you already, Trigger has no merit in this anime. They only animate it with their Cloverwork division. And A1's the one that actually put money into this, believe it or not. They're the one that's paying Trigger Studio, Studio Trigger, to do this. And it's very sad that people don't see it. I kind of take it as an insult, like, hey, don't say that, because they didn't see anything of value to put money in this anime, and now it's popular. And now they have merch left and right, and truthfully, I don't think they were originally planning on a season 2, but now the way they've set it up kind of seems they're planning for a second season. I don't even think we'll have the same director or the writers. I don't even know if it'll be about Zero Two and Hiro. It may be their kids, but as I said, this is a crazy theory. Do not take that seriously. It's more of, I was kind of thinking more and more based off of all the, what A1 has done. A1 needs a new kind of cash cow, because SAO is coming at its final steps, and they need to make a profit. That's, at the end of the day, anime is a business. I know people get very pissed off when I say that for some reason, but that's just the world we live in, and that's kind of how I see it, more or less. But anyways, guys, what is your theories? What did you think about my theories? I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you until the next time. This is Austin Doctor, signing out. Peace.